Who
You can
know
probably
this?
pick it out when you. Yeah.
It's okay. We're used to radio. What is this with the video?
I know, it's
is,
weird.
What is all this?
This is
What do I do with my hands?
we're not.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know about you two, but I have always looked like this, whether people could see me or not.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure those are the same sunglasses.
they are. They legitimately are. From when me and you were together, we've got Holly and
I
we've
used
got
to
Mellow
put
Joe. What's that?
I used to put my makeup on in the middle of the morning show, so I did not always look like this on the morning show. Not at least until 8:30.
That's true, but you look pretty good naturally, even without makeup. You don't need a lot of makeup.
Aw.
Oh,
Mellow Joe does.
yeah. I picked a great time. We're doing stuff on video. I got a zit right in between my eyes. Like, what am I, 13 again? Like, what the? I don't know.
If your
Hey,
voice cracks during this, we'll know.
Pork chops and applesauce.
We have all done morning shows together, but not all three of us together at once. We've all been rejected from that industry. Yeah, we're all, every one of us. Mellow Joe especially, because he put
It was backwards.
backwards.
Yeah. Just really had to drive it home.
We should all, yeah. So, why not? Here we are. We're going to do this. I'm excited about this because through the pandemic, we've all gone a little stir crazy. We've all been kind of missing being able to just talk, and if people find it entertaining, that's great. But we've toyed around with the idea of the three of us doing something together. In fact, Holly, when me and you had a show together, we tried to get Mellow Joe on many times.
We did.
The
And that
powers that
didn't
be
happen.
knew that was too much awesome in one place.
They were not going to let that happen. They weren't going to let hardly anything happen, to be fair.
Well, and Lyle, when you and I did our show together, we hadn't met Holly yet, so
That's right.
now we're like the Triforce.
Nothing can stop us.
Mellow Joe, what do you hope? Hope to get rich and famous with this? I think we're going to get like 10,000 views right out of the gate.
We're going to get so many theoretical internet dollars. I'm going to invest all the money I made from going viral on TikTok into this.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you've gone viral a couple of times, but we're not talking about the pandemic. Holly,
That took a minute.
it's going to
I'm
be that
clean,
kind
I
of show.
swear. I swear.
Now,
It's about suppression.
this whole thing is just a commercial for a pharmaceutical.
For a venereal disease drug or what?
Some podcasts and online folks they get a lot of sponsorship dollars from. I'm not going to name any names, but they would help you get to that point. So we're doing the high IQ, and we're like after you use those enhancement products, you might need these.
Smart.
That's right. I could test the one side of them. You can test the other side, and then Holly.
I'll be the control.
Okay, you can be the control. One of us has a train going by, and I really hope it's not me because that means something's gone horribly wrong with the train.
Yeah, that's the guest appearance by the L&N, running right on time as usual.
The most mediocre there was, the most mediocre there is, and the most mediocre there ever will be.
Well, don't oversell it.
Thanks.
To quote, to paraphrase Bret Hart.
Was he a wrestler?
Yes. He was the best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be.
Was
According
he the
to
one
him.
that did the thing?
No, he was the Canadian one.
I couldn't do it at the right place. You wouldn't see it.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, see, you can't. It doesn't look right like that. See?
No, it doesn't.
She's got
but,
a point.
But it wasn't.
It was the force that I used.
Is he the one that clipped his wrist together? No, he wasn't a member of DX.
You knew what I meant.
I do now. Little. Yeah. There we
There's
go.
one negative here is everybody's going to see me rolling my eyes at you all the time, but they couldn't see that on radio.
It's
They
true.
could just hear
Yeah.
it in my voice.
They're gonna see my face physically become bruised from face palming.
It's going to be great. This is the best. It's the best version of the three of us, I think. It's going to be fantastic. There's been a bunch of things that constantly happen in the wide world of stupidity, not just from us, but from others around the world. Mello Joe, you want to start us off?
Well, let's see. I found a little nugget of information that I thought you guys would appreciate.
Okay.
Lyle, I know you had at one time you had a custom license plate on the front of your car.
Yeah, in fact, it's right up here. Hang on. There it is.
Yeah. So
Pictures of me and Holly and me and you are surrounding it, actually.
have you ever done the vanity plate on the like for the actual license plate though?
On the back?
That one, yeah, that one was more like novelty just for funsies.
I didn't.
What?
I thought about it, but the state that we live in charges a lot for that, and they want to keep charging for it every year. So I said, nope.
Yeah, hence they really put the vanity in it.
They really do, yeah. If it was a one-time charge, I would have done it, but because they continue to charge you extra for it every year, even though you already physically have it, I thought that was stupid. I didn't want to pay it.
Yeah,
Our taxes are enough on our vehicles
Right,
when you
yeah.
license them.
Yeah, I don't want to pay on top of what I already have to pay for my own vanity.
I've
That says a
never
lot.
had a special plate either. But I don't know if that's for me. But people do it, and in Florida, their Department of Motor Vehicles or let's see, Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, just to keep it official there. They're the ones that handle the vanity plates.
Okay.
And they have released some of the rejected names. Of course, any state can reject a vanity plate application, if they feel like it's objectionable or obscene, vulgar somehow. But I've gotten a hold of some of this is a legitimate list of some of the rejected ones from Florida. If you'd like to see what Florida man wasn't able to put on his car.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't wait to hear these.
So some of them are like, what kind of, somebody's going to try it, right?
You might be able to share them actually with us.
Well, it's not a video or anything.
No pictures
so,
though.
Well, they got rejected, so these
Oh.
license plates didn't get made.
Okay, well, never mind.
So you'll have to picture it in your imagination.
I'm going to have a pen and paper so I can write these down to see if I can figure out what they mean.
Okay. Well, some of these are pretty straightforward. Like one of the rejected
I
ones
feel like there's a challenge now.
was basically fart, but with 3 A's.
Okay.
They rejected fart?
Well, it had 3
Right.
A's. Maybe it's because it was misspelled.
See, here's the thing. They should.
Yeah, Florida's going to reject something for being misspelled.
Fart.
That's the best part of it, right? Because you're gonna say it like that with the extra A's. You're
Right.
like, it's a good one, like a hearty one.
I feel like I should have extra R's and not A's.
Well, I guess it depends on the flavor.
I would think that Florida would want these to go through because if you're involved in a crime or an accident, that's the license plate you're easily going to remember. I don't suppose you got the make and model of the car. I know the license plate, actually. It said fart.
Can you imagine those going over the CB or the radio whenever an officer pulls somebody over? I got Florida license plate FA8RT. Is that fart? Is that fart? Like, you know, their dispatch is gonna be like, you're pulling my leg.
What kind of car would that be on?
A Pinto.
Yeah.
It would have to be.
They have a Miata in the driveway with toot.
So, speaking of maybe one they should have let them keep to make them easy to identify, Drug Man was one that was rejected. And it's like maybe it's innocent. Maybe the guy's like a pharmaceutical rep. And he's like, yeah, just call me Drug Man.
But why would you put a bullseye on your car?
I know. It might as well say, pull me over.
I don't have time for that. I want to go 10 miles over the speed limit. I don't need to give an officer another reason to pull me over.
So
Could be worse. Could be like, got drugs?
yeah. Another one was, so here's one you might have to write down to figure out. I got a couple of those.
Okay. All right, cool. I've got
And
pen
then
and
you
paper.
may want to destroy this paper afterwards. Just
Don't
I
use
have a
company
reader in the
paper.
house.
here's
Yeah, I might have to.
yeah.
Okay.
This one is probably the most. I feel like is the most Florida of them. It's M3
M3
TH.
TH.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Was this
Somebody
drug
actually-
man's brother?
Probably. It's probably his fleet of work vehicles.
Just a fleet, yeah. Wow.
There's
Wow.
there's a lot of them, and they rejected more than 500. So those are just some of the highlights, I guess. One of them was, if they say anything like WTF, and then they'll reject that automatically.
I have. What did I do?
I had a license plate, and somehow me and my dad both got issued license plates that had the letters FCK on them. I'm like, that's an interesting combination. Like, I feel like if I applied for a vanity plate that had those letters in that order, I'm pretty sure they'd reject it. But since the state
Definitely.
issued it,
Gosh.
I don't know if you saw this story of a governor telling Bette Midler to kiss a dog's hiney and then holding up an actual dog butt in government session
wow.
to highlight his point. And
He meant it literally?
yeah. Yeah. If you want, if you don't believe me,
Oh,
there we go.
I've got the receipts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, well, that's
I have so many questions. Like, how did they get to that point?
who let the dog in?
With the dog in. How do you end up with a dog in session? And can I pet the puppy?
It's got to be like a bulldog.
I believe the governor and his dog are both eating pretty well.
Yeah.
You're so.
Yeah. Both of those holes look like you could toss a beanbag in it.
Well, the lady behind just pointing and laughing like, ha ha ha, you really showed Bette Midler. Like, what the?
Yeah.
Why?
I would be so embarrassed. just to be anywhere near in a screenshot of that.
What? I have to ask. What state is this?
This is Governor Jim Justice from Charleston, West Virginia.
Really?
Yep. So,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
know.
It is an
I
English
mean-
bulldog. I got that right.
You can tell from that picture, huh?
Well, the story actually tells that it's an
Oh.
English bulldog. But yes,
That's what I'd go with too.
from the back end, because bulldogs have been used in enough movies, including one where they featured a bulldog's back end prominently. An early Ryan Reynolds movie, where he was going to college, Van Wilder, where the dog's cojones had grown extra big. I think that was from that movie. It was either that or another movie just like it.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I'll take your word on it.
Yeah, it's one of those. Anyways,
But why? We still haven't got to the meat on the bone here. Why? Why would an elected official, a governor of an entire state, one who, by the way, had a pretty good reputation for his COVID response, that's why I was kind of surprised when I saw the picture, because I thought, I thought he had a little more sense than that, because he's not like the rest of them. I thought.
so the backstory and without getting into the politics of it,
Yep.
Joe Manchin, of course, has been critical of a lot of things, and he refused to support the Build Back Better Act. With that, Bette Midler called West Virginians poor, illiterate, and strung out.
Oh, well, that's kind of a butthole thing to do. So,
Right.
Yeah. If she
That
was
was
talking
interesting
about
choice of
helping
words.
those people and said, "Hey, we should push literacy programs and drug advocacy advocacy programs." I was working on that one. Okay.
I can see
But she
that
just called-
Novocaine's kicking in real well now.
we see who applied for the license plate drug ban. I'm kidding. Sorry.
Get it together, Sprinkles.
That was my husband. Thank you. I'm drug woman. Back to you.
I'm popping open a cold one.
I need one of those too.
Yeah.
It's been a long, long week. See that? Could have missed seltzer.
Cheers.
Beautiful sound for a Friday.
All right, hang on.
Have you had an insane week too?
Yes. Yes.
Hang on.
I have. I told one of my coworkers the other day that the reason why my beard is going gray, I blame my job, because I didn't have any gray hair in my beard before I started, and now it's creeping in my hair and everything else. I blame work.
It's got to be their fault. I'm gonna switch
Yeah.
one out.
got my favorite koozie.
Beavis and Butthead, I love it.
I missed out. What did you tell your coworker that you could kiss he could kiss your dog's hiney?
Yeah.
There's mine, complete with a sticker from the 6-year-old.
Oh, I can't see the picture at the moment.
It's a shark.
Oh, I can see. Oh, yeah. There we
It's just
go.
a shark sticker. I've got better ones with funny stickers on them.
I just broke a nail. I just broke a nail opening a can of A&W.
That
Nice. It's not even got caffeine in it. You need some caffeine.
I do, but I figured everybody else was drinking something that sounded like beer. I would join in.
Perfect choice.
So, and I spilled it everywhere, so now I'm going to have to get up and get a cloth. What's our next story?
Well, let me come back to that one, because I don't suspect Holly's a big video game collector.
I am okay. So I didn't get the Zelda reference, but I have Zelda on Nintendo Switch, and I've just not played it. I played a few, but I mean, I play the stuff that appeals to busy kids. Like I love Spyro and Mario.
Oh, the platformers,
The
yeah,
adventure games. Yeah.
where you jump around and that sort of thing.
Where you have to go around and collect gems, and there's nobody with a rifle trying to kill you.
Right.
I can't handle that.
I
It hurt
I
my
would say
feelings.
I'm a fan of a lot of different just video games across the board. It's hard for me to like pick a favorite. It's like I don't know, asking a fat kid what his favorite cookie is. And
Chocolate chip.
Toffee caramel.
macadamia.
And without even knowing, you know which one of us is the fattest. Me. It's me. I'm the fattest.
How?
How? I easily weigh more than both of you.
No, but how the cookie referenced?
Oh, because chocolate chip is more fattening than macadamia or, people just don't make enough toffee cookies to.
They don't.
So.
But we got that new place in town that stays open super late, and they
That's
have
true.
the toffee cookie.
So maybe soon you'll
it's like-
overtake me.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I'm saying if you hog out on cookies, you could beat me.
I could.
I'm not saying you're going to.
I gotta slow down.
It's not like I'm saying.
He's so great at putting his foot in his mouth.
It's not like I'm suggesting that you're future fat, like somebody did their wife at one point in time.
Wife at one point. You mean ex-wife? I wonder how that happened.
Anyways, next story.
I didn't call her future fat. I just said you don't need to shop at Lane Bryant yet. Yet was the worst word to add to that sentence by
Yes.
far.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
it was a poor choice of words, but I thought I was being nice.
Yeah.
You weren't.
No, the yet was a bad choice.
She shop at Lane Bryant now.
Husbands are good at that. Do you know? Let me tell you what mine said today. He gave me. It was super sweet. Okay, super sweet. He gave me these headphones and a microphone as a Valentine's gift. It was really sweet.
I know.
Loved it. And I felt bad because I haven't gotten him anything yet. And I was like, man, I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. And he goes, yeah. And he always says, yeah, I'm too good to you. And he says it jokingly, sweetly. It's a joke. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But he got mixed up and he said, yeah, I'm too good for you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
insert foot directly into mouth.
It didn't take him long to redact that.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant. Not at all.
You got to pull that foot out and backpedal with it really quickly.
It was really good that he had given me something good before that, because if he had done that with nothing good on the front end, it would have turned out worse.
Yeah, well, and the nice thing too is since you got your gift first, you can
Gauge what kind of gift to get him back.
yes, you can make it to scale.
I don't know what
So-
to do. It was very thoughtful. And
Let
not
him off the
cheap.
hook for that joke. That's all you got to do.
I feel like I'd have been happy with that if I were in his shoes.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's going to need that foot to dig with.
Yeah, give him a get out of jail free card on that one.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You don't have to sleep on the couch.
Does he like video games?
He doesn't. I do, kind of. So I want to hear about this.
So, Lyle, you and I, we both got some like classic games in our collection.
We do.
What's like the oldest or rarest thing you have? Do you know off the top of your head?
Oh, man. I lost so much when I lost everything in the from the storage building, because I had like every console and a ton of old cartridges and stuff. But the oldest thing I still have, I think I've got an original Double Dragon for the Nintendo.
I cleaned out my Nintendo games first COVID quarantine.
Really?
Oh no, you should have kept them.
sold Super Mario Brother and Paperboy and all
Those
of
are
them.
classics. I have
Yeah.
all of them, but those are good ones. I'm
I
sure
don't
that
have
made
much
somebody
anymore.
really happy. I've got my oldest thing in my collection, probably also the weirdest, is I've got a 1976 Sears and Roebuck Pong.
Whoa.
But you know, it's that one's not in the box. I've got a 78 model that's still in the box.
Yeah.
But none of like as far as like what that would go for if you sell it, I have no idea. But it would be nothing near what a copy of a video game just hit a record for an auction sale. A sealed copy of a 1990 John Madden football for Sega Genesis.
Boom!
Just sold for how much do you think it sold for?
Well, a sealed copy of the first edition of John Madden football?
Yeah, that was the first year, I believe. And, you know, I guess to keep in mind, this went up for auction, you know, when that news of his passing was still pretty fresh, too.
I'm going to take a guess.
750,000.
750,000? Is that what you said?
I have no idea.
I was going to guess about 4,000.
Well, if we were doing Price is Right rules, Holly
I
would have
lost.
went over, but Lyle would have been way further off.
0. I bet $1.
$1, Bob. So this is the new record for a sports video game. I do have to qualify it for that with that because
Okay.
I think a sealed game went for just under $1 million last year.
Wow.
But this one is the highest a sports game has ever gone for, $480,000
Oh my gosh.
for a sealed copy of the first edition of Madden for Sega Genesis.
Wow.
Like, I feel like I might. I don't think I've got that one, but I've got some like football games for all the old. I'm such a nerd, y'all. I have in this room. I'm looking at a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, and
You're the one that took everything from my storage shed.
no.
You stole everything from my storage shed. You son of a...
I probably could have used some of them for parts though, because those are hard to come by on some of
They
these
all
old
work.
systems.
They all work.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Just give it time. They all fail eventually.
Yeah.
And it is not easy to get parts for some of them.
Yeah. Now as soon as we're done, you're going to go through and start looking through everything. Like, how much is this worth?
Oh no!
Am I a millionaire?
I can't part with it. I'd say probably the weirdest thing, like if I were gonna sell something, one of the weirder things that I have in my collection is a Virtual Boy, a system that Nintendo made in the 90 something.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was this weird little like. They were like, "Oh, the future's here. It's virtual reality." And then you look into the thing, and it's basically red and black like monochrome, and it does have this depth of field, like it's very 3D spatially, you know, but it's still like, you know, you're putting your face into this visor, and it made a lot of people nauseous or gave them migraines. And it was Nintendo's first failure for sure, and probably to this day one of their biggest flops. But I still have mine. Do you remember Nintendo Power, the magazine?
Oh, yeah.
So you remember Nestor that was in like the little comic strip? Mm-hmm. The only time he ever like had his own game was they had a bowling game on Virtual Boy, and it's super hard to find. And I've seen one copy of it ever. I saw it for sale in a video game store in Nashville, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they know what they've got. And I go up to the counter, and the thing has a price tag of like $1,800 on it.
Oh,
and
they
I'm like,
knew.
I'm never gonna play this game.
They knew what they had.
Yeah. So I think online nowadays you can get it for about $700 or $800 probably, but yeah, I'm not paying that much for a Virtual Boy game.
Yeah.
But you can take an Oculus Quest and run emulators on it if you know where to obtain such things. And I finally got to play it last year.
Really?
Yes, it's like my holy grail of gaming. It's the game that I always wanted to play. Never thought I'd get to play it. And it was an okay bowling game, and the music was good.
You got to have that moment that you
I
cherished.
did, yeah.
Your life is now over.
Yeah, I finally got to check that one off the list, and I'm like, why was this on the list?
Yeah, I don't have anything like that. The closest thing I have is I had a board game I sold recently that was given to me at some point in time. That was a Pokemon board game, and it was terrible.
Oh,
It was awful. I played it a couple
that's
of
a
times.
letdown.
Yeah, whatever. It was fine. It was a gift. I appreciated the gift, and I had it for a while. And it's just one of those things that sat on my shelf because since it was a gift, I just kept it. We do that with gifts sometimes, even if you don't like them.
Yeah.
It was fine. It wasn't awful, I guess. It was okay. But I recently priced it, and like this is something that was probably $15 was probably spent on it. It's like $200 now.
Oh, that's
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
and so I now have $200.
Oh, so you did sell it for
And
a
the
good price. You
space
didn't sell
on-
it just randomly cheap.
No, I sold it I sold it last week actually. I didn't get I fib a little bit. I didn't get $200 for it. I sold it at a discount to someone I knew who was really into Pokemon, but I still got a
Okay.
very good amount
So
for it.
anybody
Very close to
I give a gift to that I paid $10 for, and they can sell for $200, they have full permission to sell it.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
need all of my loved ones to know if I buy you something that cheap and you can profit off of it, do it.
Yeah, no harm, no foul on
That's
that.
right. But if you make $1 million on it, I want half.
Yeah, there's got to be a certain threshold where it's like,
Right.
We're gonna
okay,
have a finder's fee.
finder's fee.
Right,
Yep.
So we ate 2 or 3 packages of the Pokemon Oreos before I started seeing people sell the ones that were hard to find. And like, of course, that's what I would do. I probably ate like $200,000 there. Awesome.
I feel like I could have eaten $200,000 of Oreos, but I was also in a state where weed was legal. You might remember this. Do you remember a long time ago?
Long time ago.
We had talked about some of the weirdest sports mascots. Do you have any recollection of this? I mean,
Man, we've talked about
it's
so
been
many things
decades,
over the years.
right?
But if this isn't about that red, fuzzy, cracked out thing,
It's not cracked out. He has
it's
energy.
totally cracked out.
It's
That
Oh,
one
you're
is-
thinking of Philly's
Yes.
weird thing. What is that guy?
Yes.
He's
is that
awesome.
the thing that has the bazooka nose?
No,
Or the-
that's also a Philly mascot.
Yeah, a different one. That's the baseball one. The hockey one
Okay.
is oh god.
It's yeah, it's this
See, in
weird.
an online video, this is where you get crucified in the comments right here,
Oh, I know.
especially by Philly fans, because if they throw batteries at their own players during sporting
What?
events,
Why would they throw batteries?
because it's Philly, they don't mess around.
The baseball mascot that you had first talked about. All right, so there's the baseball mascot,
Yeah.
but that's not what I was referring to. I don't even know what that thing's called. I was talking about Gritty, which is this
That's
cracked out
interesting
dude.
looking.
Gritty,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
So the picture I'm looking at, his eyes are pointing in opposite directions. So I don't know if they move independently
they do. Yeah,
in the costume. That's weird.
I've actually come to love this thing. It is just as insane in how it behaves. But that's not the story we're talking about. We're talking about a pickle.
Yes, the Portland Pickles have a mascot, Dylan T. Pickle, or you could call him Dill Pickle for short. And they found themselves in a bit of a pickle when their mascot uniform came up missing.
Really? That is a bit of a
yes.
pickle.
Let me see if I can share this. I don't know which screen. Okay, I've got several monitors here. Um, let's see.
Make sure if you share your tabs, that all your tabs are okay for people to see.
They are. On January 31st, Dylan boarded a Delta flight.
Oh my God.
This looks like one of those TikToks that I should be scared about. Like, it's gonna make me cry.
He has not returned.
It's so sad.
Find Dylan. Yes, we are serious. Delta really lost him.
I love how they called out the airline straight out. It was like the flight lost him. Delta lost him. Delta, you have things to answer.
So they've at least determined that this wasn't like some kind of like prank or something where somebody's like, oh, let's steal the mascot costume or whatever. It like legitimately got lost like any other luggage that gets lost by an airline, I guess. And Dill Pickle is missing. So if you or someone you know has any information about the whereabouts of Dill Pickle, he is sincerely missed in Portland.
So, can you imagine, like, if somebody if somebody stole him? It's like, if you ever want to see him in a dill shape and not hamburger slices again, you will send $500,000 to like their biggest rival.
For every moment you do not send us the money, we will send you a slice of him.
So,
It's not the
Pickle
first time.
costume.
It's not the first time the Portland Pickle has been involved in controversy. Sometime last year, the Portland Pickle was caught posting a picture. I don't know. Did you see this? Do you know the story I'm talking about?
Tell me he didn't post his dill online.
This is the picture that was posted on Twitter, I believe.
No, he did not.
And that's his thumb.
Did he crop it like that when he posted?
I don't know if somebody else cropped it or if he cropped it himself. Yeah, that's no cucumber.
He shouldn't be posting
Marinate
his
a
baby
little
dill
bit.
online.
Woo!
I hope the Portland Pickles get their pickle back.
I do too. I hope they can figure out what the deal is.
Pickleback. That's that's a shot.
Lyle, since our days together in radio, you have become very proficient with Photoshop.
I do okay. Yeah.
That wasn't a skill set you even possessed back then, though, and now you've really gotten the hang of that. Like, you were good at drawing, so it makes a natural transition. Like, you're a good artist. Like, nobody ever saw that on the radio, but
To be fair, the only reason why, if I'm good at Photoshop at all, the only reason why I am is because I've discovered it as a new avenue to be sarcastic with.
that's
Like,
true.
I can make fun of people in a whole new way that I've never made fun of people before. This is fantastic, and I just poured hours into it.
Well, there was after he really got good at this and really started to master this craft, I had sent him a picture of my daughter in a Ghostbusters shirt, and then he had photoshopped it around where it was like a ghost wearing a like the logo had my daughter as a ghost in it.
I'm going to find this picture, but in the meantime, there's something coming up that's not about Ghostbusters. It's not about movies or dog butts or drugs or anything else we've talked about, pickles or anything. Although I guess
We have really covered the
we
spectrum,
we have,
haven't we?
I guess to be
All
fair,
the important, hard-hitting topics.
all of those things could be a part of what we're talking about. And that's something that we have talked about every single year any of us have ever been on the air. Valentine's Day. Yes, Valentine's Day.
Yay! You hate it.
I do.
You.
I'm not even going to play the song that I made for it. But despite having the last name of Valentine, and that's not the reason I hate it. I hate it because it's so forced on guys, and it's just for women, and guys don't have the equivalent
not
of that
just
in
for
America.
women.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I do something nice for my
We're gonna fight.
significant other every Valentine's Day.
Congratulations. You are one of the very few.
Well, let's keep it PG.
No, I like last year I made him.
Oh, go on.
In addition, last year I made him it was like a bouquet in a beer mug of beef jerky sticks with a bow on it, a card, and everything.
That's cool. I would
Yeah,
like something
that's
like
very
that.
nice.
Well done.
He's into that.
Okay, but even
He's-
if there's a lot of women that do something for their significant other, marketing wise, the pressure is on the men to do something for the women. Not at all.
Absolutely.
Not anywhere in marketing is it on women to do something for men, or for women to do something for whatever partner they have, man or woman or anything. That doesn't exist really in marketing right now, and it hasn't, and that sucks. And that makes it to where if you're a single guy, it's just a reminder that, hey, look, you're alone. And if you're a married guy, it's a reminder of, hey, look, you are required to do something, or else you are going to be held in scrutiny and contempt.
Yeah, you better get something nice, or you better get the parts to build a doghouse.
Right. Exactly.
If she says do nothing, at least do dinner.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah, that's a trap. When she says, "Oh, don't do anything for me this year."
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I don't need a gift.
It's a trap.
I'll
That's a
agree,
trap.
it's a trap.
That is a trap.
do something.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to do something. Really, you should do something unbelievably extravagant, especially if they say don't do anything, because that's the image that is portrayed. They have to come home to rose petals and music and a helicopter waiting for them to take them to a Tuscan village, as well as jewelry and everything else on Valentine's. The image that the media portrays for Valentine's Day is that we are to spend way more money on Valentine's Day than on Christmas and birthday and everything else combined.
I love the car commercials where there's the car with the big bow on it. Like who does that?
Right, yeah.
Like,
On
oh,
Valentine's
yes,
Day.
I just took on all this debt for us without talking to you first. Happy
Absolutely
Valentine's
not.
Day.
Right.
I don't understand, what people live the kind of life that you can surprise somebody
With a car.
with something that's more than like my yearly income. How do you do that?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
doing?
They whatever they're doing, that's probably what we should be doing instead of this.
I messaged my husband when my husband sends me to the grocery store to get things, and he's the cook. I will message him to make sure I get the right kind of cream cheese or something. I cannot imagine picking out a whole vehicle and knowing all of the things that he wants. I would bring it home and be like, well, yeah, I really wanted the leather seats, or I really wanted this additional thing that I didn't think about. There's no way I could pick something out for a significant other like that.
You didn't at least get the free month of Sirius XM?
I will cut someone.
Yeah, I've got a pro tip for anybody that's like any guys out there that want to do something and they're not sure what to do. I'll give you a pro tip of something that worked really well for me one year.
Divorce?
Not that year.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry.
This was
Continue.
in the happier times that followed. I had a girlfriend, and I know that's hard to believe, but that was a thing at one time. And you know, the traditional thing is to send roses, and they are astronomical first couple weeks of February. I don't know why, but yeah, the roses are gonna break your budget. So what I did instead was sent like 100 Peruvian lilies, and it was as much or so as, you know, a dozen lame ass roses. So here's
I would
100
love
flowers that are different and are equally pretty, and she really appreciated it. So, and I had a nice message.
Double
too.
win.
Yeah.
You were being fiscally responsible, and she got something really cool.
It was unique and different, and she'll always remember it. Even if she'd like to forget me, she'll still remember that nice Valentine's gift.
Aw, she's definitely going to hold that against somebody's.
I've ruined it for somebody else. So
Yeah, unless somebody else.
Well, my last boyfriend got me 100 flowers on Valentine's Day. Beat that.
yeah.
I've got props. Hang on. Holly, what are you bringing to Valentine's? Oh, that's right.
What am I bringing?
Nothing.
Let me tell you what my kids are bringing. They're bringing the Valentine's boxes that have my sweat and tears in them. No blood, thank goodness. Although the hot glue gun was a little
It's close.
touch and go there for a minute.
Got a blister at least, if no blood.
Yeah. So, and they had their Valentine's Day parties before Valentine's Day at school, which made it completely inconvenient. And I was up last night at like 8:30 at night, spray painting shoe boxes and trying to talk my kids into something that wasn't absolutely extravagant. They're wanting Mewtwo. That's a Pokemon.
Yeah, It's like the cat-like Pokemon.
Yeah, so one kid wants Mewtwo and the other kid wants one that looks like Galaxy. So Galaxy, no problem. I spray paint a box black. I put some star stickers on it. We're good. Like
Just like
okay.
our galaxy or a galaxy, not a specific licensed character. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, Speckles.
Yeah, we had
You're
this.
good.
We had some phone stickers from Dollar General. I had it going. The other one wants Mewtwo. And I don't even have a colored printer. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Talked him into the Galaxy idea to go with his sister. And I was like, got this. And then the morning, we're getting ready to leave for school. And he's like, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So Super Dad comes in, saves the day, prints off a picture of Mewtwo in black and white out of the printer, okay? And tapes it onto this thing that I have busted my butt for, okay? Saves the day, just swoops in, and he's the hero. And
Super
the
Dad.
kid looks at me and goes, like, see, Mom, Dad did it better.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
First of all, there were like 2 mental breakdowns over these boxes, and now Dad gets the credit. That's like if you were to bake a cake from scratch and somebody goes, oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, I'll put the candles on it for you. And they stick one of those tacky number candles on the top of it. And the birthday person is just like, oh, thank you so much for doing this for me. I went to the store and fought people in the baking aisle for that stuff. And you get the credit. Do you see my cheeks getting red? Yeah.
So with something like that, do you stab the kid or the husband? Or both, but in what order?
You shove them out the door and you go put Bailey's in your coffee.
Okay.
Not really. I had to go to work. But you consider
Never stopped me before. Which is why I drink root
it's
beer now.
fine. It's fine. Dad got next crafting duty, so next time Dad will be gluing lights in the middle of a shoebox at 10 p.m. and 7 p.m. a.m. before the bus comes instead of me because Daddy does it better.
Maybe this will be your chance to get revenge and swoop in last minute, glue something on with a glue stick, and save the day.
Dun, da, da.
So I have
Actually, I'm okay with just losing my privileges for being the caretaker of those things.
you do it better, fine. You do it all the time. All of it. It's fine.
Congratulations, that's now your job. Have you never worked in the public? You do something well
Yeah.
without getting paid extra?
Yep.
Congratulations. That's now your
That-
responsibility.
that's not your job.
Your baby. Have fun raising it.
I also have a tip for any guys or gals who want to be more prepared for Valentine's Day, that want to be able to do things. I, despite hating it, buy things year round and then stash them in my house as props. Like, for example, I have this that I bought because I saw it on a clearance a few years ago. And this, several girlfriends have had this given to them, and it ends up staying here.
How special.
I know, but every time it seems like I got it just for them. And it's just a giant rose. It's great. I mean, if they took it, it'd be fine. It'd be fine. But it ends up staying here because it's just like awkward. And I got the moment of giving something that looks thoughtful. But one thing that was very thoughtful, and this was... I hate Valentine's
I really want to
Day.
hate on him, but I think I did that with lingerie. This is new.
See if this fits. Oh man, it fit the last one.
I thought this size would fit all. It's only fit two of you so far. Oh well.
I'll just put this away for next year.
Yep. Here, try this one. No, the one that usually gets the awes when I tell this story is this one girl. I went up to her on a Valentine's Day, and I said, I wanted you to do something nice, but I didn't know what type of flower you liked, so I got you all-purpose. And I gave her a bag, not this one. This one's actually from my kitchen, but I actually gave her a bag of flour.
I mean, that would be.
It's clever.
That was
clever.
It is.
She liked it quite a bit.
If they've got the right sense of humor, you might get off cheap on that one too.
Yeah, and I did.
And it's also a tell. Like, if they don't have the right sense of humor, they're not the right one.
Oh, if they're going to be with me,
Shake
they're
one
going to
for your
have the
bro.
right sense of humor, or I'm going to have some great stories off of it. It's a win-win, really.
Good old Valentine's Day.
You know, and if worst case scenario, if you don't have anything to give somebody, you can always give them one of these.
She likes it. The lady right behind him.
Yeah, see, it's good Valentine's
She's
for her.
laughing like the guy from the little cartoon from Simpsons that went, ha ha. That's what she looks like. I'm cool with it.
I am too.
Embrace. Steer into the skid.
That's what this is. It's one really long skid.
Isn't that just drifting? I'm just saying. It's like some Fast and Furious stuff.
Yeah, they made a whole movie out of that, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're on the right track.
Yeah. We could, put a little nos in it and.
Don't let Paul Walker drive.
I have learned it is NOS. It is not called NOS. Calling it NOS is wrong.
People call it nos all the time.
Yeah, it's wrong.
No, it's not.
It is.
Calling it nos is the same as calling it NASA.
No,
They're both acronyms, but people sound them out.
it's the brand. You're supposed to say.
Yeah, but nobody gives a
NOS.
hairy rat's ass about the brand. They still call it nos. Like everybody calls it nos.
I have seen a tank of it in Lyle's trunk before, so I guess you can call it whatever you want.
What did you put that on?
A Mazda.
Yeah, he used to have this little, what do you call those little? It's kind of a like.
A little tuner.
Well, yeah. I guess people do it a lot more now because this was before Fast and Furious, but
That car was fun. Oh man, that car was fun. It was great.
Lyle was not afraid to get that thing out on the open road and hit it wide open. It is a wonder he still has a license and probably couldn't catch him because he had NOS.
But at least without the nos, or Holly, the NOS. I traded that car in for an M3, which was a lot faster. And I drove it a lot faster. All completely illegally under the speed limit. Where
I
appropriate.
just love that I have a friend now that when you start talking about cars, I can see their eyes glaze over as hard as mine.
Me?
Yeah.
I get into cars.
Do you?
I'm more of an old Camaro girl.
I like the old stuff better too, but I just don't understand cars, and that's probably why I have a 2-ton lemon in my driveway.
I don't understand them. I just appreciate a gorgeous one, a strong,
Well, and the old ones are just so much more simple. Like, there's no computer to mess timings up, or, it's just this part goes to that part, and it makes sense. Like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You just have to have some basic mechanic knowledge.
Yeah.
And like, basic at that. Like, they're not complicated, especially the older they are. But, like, nowadays, they, like, engineer things in such a way that you have to take out parts to get to the part that you need to get to. And it's just stupid. I hate it.
I pay.
Oh, you guys, I have an update.
An update?
An update on
They found him?
Dill Pickle. Let me this according to the Portland Pickle's own Twitter. Let me let you guys see what I'm seeing right now. He was delivered, and then a porch pirate stole him before.
Oh no!
There goes Dill Pickle, stolen by a porch pirate.
I wonder if they're like happy about it or completely disappointed.
Oh well, see, this has got to be more disappointing because it's like, okay, Delta messed up and lost Mr. Pickle, Dylan Pickle, and they made good on it and returned him. However, they didn't let anyone know that he had been delivered, and a porch pirate found him first. So he's in worse shape now than he was before, because it's like, when stuff gets missing by an airline, eventually it turns up somewhere and they can sort it out. It's really inconvenient for the time that it's missing, but it turns up eventually, and you'll get it back eventually, typically. But now, who knows where
Stupid porch
Dylan
pickle pirates.
is.
It's going to show up at Halloween. There's going to be some kid walking that neighborhood dressed as this, not even realizing it's that.
That was fun.
That was fun.
It was.
Awesome.
I like being goofy with you guys.
Yeah.
I needed this.
I did too.
Lyle, I'm going to assume this was like the air checks of all of our best shows, and
We weren't recording?
Didn't record. Something went wrong.
Oh,